wow, so many things I started off doing I don't do anymore because they stopped working. I used to be, in the beginning, a huge product junkie. I watched a lot of YouTube, which helped me tremendously. Even as a licensed cosmetologist for umpteen years at the time, I still didn't know a lot about natural hair, and a lot of the natural hair classes that you can take, they didn't really offer a lot either. So YouTube was a huge help, and nothing like trial and error and your own research and your own successes and failures to teach you how to care for your hair. So I started out with that, and every product I saw that looked promising, I tried it, and most of them were failures because either they were too expensive, they flaked on my hair, they itched, they made my hair really hard, just so many things. And for example, some of those things that didn't agree with me were protein shampoos and conditioners. My hair does not like protein. It made my hair super hard, and there was a particular shampoo line that I was using that when my hair was super short and I just big chopped, I felt like this is really working. And by the time I had 2 inches of hair, it started to feel really stiff and brittle. And in my mind, I had a relaxer mindset, so I was like, it's stiff, I need to cut it. So the first year of me being natural, I cut my hair all the time. So I didn't want to fool with that and go down that road. So I chose henna. Well, I was doing henna probably every 2 to 3 months. And I really did like the red cast that I got from henna. The gray coverage was awesome. But it has that plant-based protein in it. And over time, again, my hair got brittle. Now, I'm not going to say brittle. It felt stiff. And again, in my mind, I forgot to cut these ends. They feel really stiff, but it really wasn't that. It was just the protein that made my hair feel that way. So I stopped doing henna. I haven't had a henna in, oh gosh, I don't even know how long. It just didn't agree with me. I liked the results I got with it, but it made my hair super stiff. So me doing that over and over again for the first 2 years of me being natural was the reason why I decided to do a second big chop. I was doing things and trying things, and that was my period of trial and error. And I saw what my hair liked and didn't like, and what it didn't like, I stopped using. I didn't care who liked it or how cheap it was or how many commercials it has on TV. If it didn't work for Sam, it didn't get bought, it didn't come in the house. And that's kind of how we started the FCA Naturals line, because my partner and I had so many issues with so many different products. And we're mothers and we have families. We can't afford to go and spend $30 and $40 for a jar of something or a bottle of something. And then, with my texture hair, I have to use a lot. I have to be heavy-handed. So before you know it, you've used it up and then you need more. And so that's just not really economical for me. So, and for a lot of people. Some people don't mind it. I kind of do. I'm kind of that thrifty girl. If I can get it bottom dollar and it's good, then I'm all for it. So that's kind of how we came up with the FCA Naturals line. We played around, we did some research, we found something that worked for her and for me, and we both have very different hair textures. Mine is more of a level 4, hers more of a level 3. We both love the products and get the best out of them. So we found what we liked, and hopefully you can find some you like too at www.fcanaturals.com. Okay. Growth. Eat right. Got to. I mean, that's with anything. Why? Why does eating make a big deal? Because your hair grows from within. No grease grows your hair, no braided extensions, no sew ends grow your hair. It may keep your hair from being in the elements while it's growing, but nothing you put out here in the form of a weave, a braid, or hair grease is gonna get under there and fertilize your follicles and shoot it out. If that were the case, black people would have hair to their feet, and we don't, most of us, because we believe in a lot of old myths and we don't know how to care for it. So yeah, the quick fixes, get rid of that. You have to feed your body the right things. So water and live fruit and vegetables are very important for that. I have learned that in my life. Need that, and whole grains, you know, not so many packaged foods, not so much hot dogs, not so much stuff that's, you know, it comes in a can. It's got to have a preservative. And I always tell people, if it's something that won't die quickly, it's probably not good for you to eat, because anything that's from a branch and it's live, it's fresh, it's not going to have a long shelf life. But if it's something that lasts 2-3 years, you know, it's got a preservative to it. And what do with dead bodies? They put embalming fluid in it to preserve it. So basically, when you're eating all that stuff all the time, you're walking around an embalmed body. So anyway, back to the hair, because that's what y'all really want to talk about. Well, just some die-hard old school stylists, put it that way, that say you need to shampoo your hair. Bottom line, co-washing doesn't do anything. It's not good for anybody. Let's not even talk about that. I've heard it all. Here's my take, and I am a cosmetologist and a damn good one. I don't have a schedule to shampoo my hair, because I get that a lot. How often should I shampoo? When you need to. That doesn't mean every week. That doesn't mean every day. That doesn't mean every 3 days or every 3 months. When your head feels like it's itchy, or if you can scratch and there's stuff under your nails, which you're not really supposed to scratch with your nails, but if you feel crud, shampoo your scalp. Notice I said scalp, not hair. I see a lot of people over the years that you know, they go into a shower or over a bowl or sink, they get shampoo, and this is what they do, or they do this, and then they rinse it. You haven't even touched the scalp. Here's the thing, that's where your life is, the scalp. If that scalp is dirty and clogged, you can expect for your hair to not grow and even fall out sometimes. Even some cases of alopecia have come from clogged pores and dirty scalp. I'll figure it out. My way of shampooing, since my hair is rather kinky, I pre-poo, and that is where you use an oil or a conditioner on your ends first and kind of, you know, work your way through, and then section it is what I do. Once it's kind of semi-detangled and sectioned, then I let that sit probably a little while. If I'm around the house or whatever, if I gotta go out, I put a cap on, whatever, nobody knows. And then when I'm ready to shampoo, I go into the shower, lukewarm water, a little bit more than lukewarm. I kind of like, warm to kind of break up the dirt. And I, rinse it first. I do this. I massage my scalp. I don't do all this. I don't do all this. We're not on TV like the little white women in the shower, okay? And even you white women should shampoo your scalp. The scalp is a scalp. Color don't matter. Once you're done, I like to keep my hair sectioned through my whole shampoo process. It just helps me because there's less mass. Once you're done with that rinsing, section by section, take that conditioner, work it through like so. Every section, put it back up, clean your stuff, and then rinse your conditioner. Or if you're gonna do it deep, leave it on and then rinse it later to keep it sectioned. And then once you're done, you've got a nice soft hair. You ain't got a lot of to do, and there you go. On what kind of shampoo to use, I recommend sulfate free. I'm really kind of on this real natural kick that I think I can't kick. I use the FCA Naturals brand. because it's a natural base. There's no sodium lauryl sulfate. There are no chemicals in it at all. So that's my claim to fame lately. And in between times when I don't want to shampoo, I do co-wash. Yes, I endorse it because I don't need to shampoo every doggone day. I don't need to shampoo every week. When I get built up, there are other methods that I can use to get stuff off of my scalp. There's a bentonite clay mask. There's apple cider vinegar. I mean, you can say what you want. That's just my take, okay? Stop focusing on it so much. Black women have bought into this thing about length. Well, not even black women, all women. It's just like if you've got long hair, your value is much more than somebody with short hair, which is stupid because the longer it is, the less healthy it is. Long hair is old hair. It's easier to break. I mean, it's duller in color and sheen, luster. So, I mean, scientifically, you know, if you keep it short and keep it trimmed, you've probably got a healthier head of hair than somebody with hair to their butt. But for some reason, we put focus on, oh, her hair is long. Well, I want my hair long. I'm doing the growth challenge. I'm putting castor oil on my hair. Honey, I'm putting some Castrol GT on. Now, honey, I'm doing some Valvoline mixed with some apple cider vinegar on my hair. I mean, endless stupid things we do to obtain this status with length. And we're all guilty of it, myself included. You know, I had goals when I first cut my hair. I have a hair goal. I'm watching these videos and these chicks are like, my goal is to be bra strap. My goal is to be hip length. My goal. And I had these goals, but then I had a relaxer brain. And every time I felt something that I felt was dry, because natural hair feels dry. It's curly. It don't feel like the perm hair. I cut it all the time, and so I never really got anywhere. And then I started doing crap like henna. Well, I'm not gonna call it crap because it works for some people, but for my hair, I didn't like it. I'm not combing it every day. I'm not trying a new product every week. I'm not spending my money on stuff. I'm not sitting here raking and pulling in my hair. I leave it alone. There's no standard that I have to meet that says I got to have my hair done. Like, you know, we have this thing where it's got to be done. It's got to be done. It is done. It's hair. It's there. It's doing what it's supposed to do, which is protecting my head from whatever. And this is about as done as I want to be some days. I don't want to have it too fluid all the time. I lowered my standards as far as having these goals and doing these challenges and stuff. I just want to keep it healthy and let it do what it do. Put it up, let it do what it do. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Care about what you're doing. Style is not important as health. Care about your body. Care about the rest of it. Just all of it. On this note, I'll see y'all later and stuff. Bye.